So in this video, we're going to talk about slippage. It really matters when you're trading these hot penny stocks. Stay tuned. What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here, answering your questions. I love getting all these questions. I just, film these videos and I try to help you. And it helps myself too, because I get, frankly, too many questions, the same ones over and over and over again. Click the link just below. I'm going to give you a very cool book. The link is going to change your life. This one book has all of my most important rules in it. It's called the Complete Penny Stock Course. If you've already read it, read it again. If you have it in paperback, get it on Kindle. If you have it on Kindle, get it in paperback. If you have it in Kindle and paperback, get it on Google Play. It is so useful. You need to have this knowledge before you risk your hard-earned money. Today's question is, when is there slippage? Like when you put in your order and maybe you don't get filled, or you put in your order and you get like a really bad, fill, like that's bad. Like that costs you money, right? That's slippage. Also enter a comment underneath here. Have you ever put in an order before? Yes or no? I'm just curious to see how many of you guys are trading. Not even like whether it's an order for 1,000 shares or 100 shares. Have you ever entered a stock order? I'm curious. And you have two choices when you put in an order: market order or a limit order. If you've read my book, if you've seen my video lessons and DVDs, you know never to use market orders. No stock is ever good enough or so amazing enough that I need to just say, hey, to the market, I'll buy in at any price. No, you have to use specific limits. If a stock blows through that limit, if it goes up too fast, I'm fine. I'm fine willing to miss it, okay? If you're willing to miss a trade, that's actually a good thing because it makes you more conservative. Too many people are too aggressive. They get so excited about a pattern or some news or a stock and they're just like, I'm gonna buy it at any price. I can't wait. Let me do this. Market order. And I know a terrible broker like Robinhood uses market orders. You save like $5 or $10 on commissions, then you lose hundreds of dollars on a terrible execution. It doesn't make it good. Watch out for those schemes. Watch out for market orders. So for me, I use limit orders. But then again, that begs the question, what if the stock, blows through it? If you're trying to buy a stock and it goes too high, what if you're trying to sell a stock and you put a limit and it blows right through it? And then what do you do? I get this message all the time from people saying, hey, Tim, I'm trying to follow, rule number 1 and cut losses quickly, but I can't cut losses quickly because the stock is moving too fast. You have to be more prepared ahead of time. If you're trading a very volatile stock, which we trade penny stocks, they're volatile, you need to be anticipating the stock could blow through your limit, and then you need a backup plan. It's all about planning, okay? I never want you to just sit there with your money on the line, sitting there like a deer in headlights being like, I don't know what to do, the stock is moving, I'm losing more, oh my God. Or even, if you're making money and you're like, oh my God, I'm making so much money, what do I do? Do I hold, do I sell, what do I do? Oh my God. You need to take emotion away from this as much as possible. Obviously, we're all human, so there's going to be emotion. But if you have a plan and a backup plan, that usually helps. So for me, I'll give you an example. This morning, I made about $1,500 before I filmed this video. I was in this stock overnight from $2.90. It had closed at like $3.10. WNDW was the play. It was gapping up a little bit, but not that much. There were other stocks that were falling. A lot of momentum stocks yesterday were spiking into the close, so I was in one of them. The other ones were all down 15, 20% to start. Mine was kind of unchanged, maybe up a little. But because those other ones were down, that made me more conservative. The other ones kept spiking, then I might be more aggressive today. But already I'm thinking about the other stocks and I'm thinking about how that's going to impact my play. Because oftentimes you have these days where, all the morning spikers just fail for whatever reason, and you have to accept that. So when the stock opened, it was $3.18 by $3.19. Remember, I'm in at $2.90, so I'm up 20, 30 cents a share, roughly 10% on my overnight position of 5,000 shares. That's a good profit, okay? That's how I, make $1,000, $1,500 a day. $1,000, $1,500 a day keeps the real job away. So for me, I don't care whether I'm selling it at $3.18, $3.20, $3.15, or even $3.10. I just want to lock in the profits because the other stocks are not spiking. And in case you ever follow me, like on a first green day, like I'm usually selling the very next morning. You follow my rules, this is like one of my classic patterns. So when the other stocks are not spiking, in fact dipping quite a bit, I'm thinking about selling this one. So what do I put my limit at? Remember, I'm not using my market order. I don't trust these market orders. I'm trading an OTC stock where there could be some slippage. Slippage is like where you put in a price and the stock moves too fast, and then maybe you get it executed at a different price and you're like, whoa, that price just slipped like 7 cents. So at 318, I obviously want to sell it because there's a buyer there right at the market open. But I don't know if I'm going to get $3.18. So I don't care whether I sell at 318 or not. I put my limit at $3.10 because there's also some bidders at 316, 315, 312, and 311. So I figure if I sell it at 310, I still make 20 cents. Whether I make 20 or 28 cents a share, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to give it a little time. The good news is I got filled right near the market open, sold it at 318. Presto changeo, very easy. Right now, as we're filming this, the stock is hanging around 3. So I'd still be up, but again, I don't care about those 8 cents a share. I gave the market maker a little leeway of 8 cents a share just in case the stock was gonna dip. If it did dip to, let's say, 310, and I still hadn't been filled, I probably would change it. If, let's say, it was at 312 and like in the first few minutes, I'm still not getting filled on OTCs, I have enough preparation, I have enough experience knowing that, OTCs are, a little tougher to get executed. So if it is fading 312, 311, 310, and I'm not getting executed, I'm not waiting for the bid to take out 310. I'm changing my order to a limit of 3. Just so that I protect. If you're in a trade overnight, again, for me, I don't care whether I make 30 cents, 20 cents, or 10 cents. I'm just trying to lock in the gains. The other stocks that I was thinking about going long overnight were down 10, 15, 20%. So for me to even be up, or for me to even be break even, I chose the right play, but I just need to lock that in. This is what I think a lot of you guys need to do. You need to think not in terms of how much money you're gonna make overall, but just trying to capture the meat of the move. And whether you have a few cents a share of slippage or not, it's okay because these are fast moving stocks and you need to learn to lock it in. So for me, it's about like being better safe than sorry. So I'm almost always using an extra few cents a share. And you have to judge, each stock, what is the slippage potential? With OTCs, when you're selling, especially near the market open, especially on a stock, the stock was up 50% yesterday. So first green days, theoretically, it should have been a bigger gap up. It should have had some nice buyers, but it didn't because the whole momentum market is kind of stalled today. So I accept that reality and I put in my order. If those other stocks, let's say, were up, 20, 30%, and this one was gapping up, I might give it a few extra seconds, a few extra minutes to see if it can morning spike. So there's no one right answer, like should I always use my limit order 7 cents below the current price? You have to judge what the market is doing, what you think the stock is gonna do, and then you put your best guess. Just don't try to necessarily get the exact price that a stock is at. I find a lot of people they don't want to give up even a penny or two. So if they want to sell at $3.18 in this example, they'll put their limit at $3.17. And they'll be like, I'm capturing all my money. And then the stock, busts through their limit and then they have no backup plan. So for me, I want to give it a few cents a share of slippage. It's okay. Just try to lock in the profits. And if you're in a stock that's fading and you're trying to cut losses, especially if it's a volatile stock, you want to cut losses quickly. You cannot just put yourself at the market with no plan. Always have a plan, consider the different options, and trust me, it gets easier over time. Experience pays the most, so you need to keep learning. If you're not ready to trade with real money, these stocks move fast, use stocks to trade, paper money, okay? I'm gonna include a link, I'm gonna include a special offer just below if you wanna use stocks to trade, and that way you can test and you can practice. Cheers. Hey, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.